military lang ho naman ang pwede nating tawagan kung halimbawa merong disaster. Na ready yan na walang question-question, na pumunta kayo doon sa mga nababahang area.
Parang discipline corps, no?
Yan ho. At saka yung...
Gera o hindi pang gera?
Hindi ho natin sinasabi na ang ibang Pilipino ay hindi... they will not respond to this. But if you need an organized group, it will always go back to the military or the police. You call on the military and the police to deploy to these disaster areas. At present, outside of the training in ROTC, you don't have that. Even, I think, merong ding kakulangan yung ating NSTP program with the other two training courses. Because ang requirement sana doon is the creation of National Service Council.
Merong core yan
To be able to administer those who have finished the course outside of the ROTC. Kasi pagkatapos ng ROTC, meron silang reserve command na doon na sila nire-register, pwede silang tawagin. Doon sa ibang kwanho na dapat kino-cover ng ibang entities, hindi pa ho na-organize yan. So, just the same, at this point in time, if you need a big group to be deployed, it's still the military that you go to. Sila pa rin ho ang without question pupunta dun sa lugar na may pangangailangan ng ating kababayan.
Whether it's war or disaster, or climate change impact,
or even for nation building and other economic development activities.
Pakinggan ho natin kung pa sinasabi ng mga na-interview.
For me po, I'm not in favor. It's because of some hygienic purposes. Meron po kasi ako narinig dati na once na you enter or mag-practice po kayo ng military, parang magkakaroon po ng isang portion doon na kakain po kayo ng chewing gum and then you will pass it to your co-members. And for me, it doesn't sound good. So parang ganun po. Pero po, on the other side, mas nakakatulong po talaga yon sa pag-train natin ng mga for disasters, makakatulong po yung mga batang may kaalaman about military.
She's talking about hazing.
Yan nga yung yung dahilan po isang dahilan kung bakit nawala yung ROTC. Abuses din no
Why have we, bakit tayo created that attitude of almost blind discipline when a semi-military authority is being exercised? Parang yung mga fraternity ngayon. Sumusunod kahit sa masamang utos at maling utos. How can we avoid that in the military or semi-military training for youth?
Madami na rin naman ho tayong batas na pinanukala para to avoid all these abuses. And definitely the defense establishment and the military is against all these abuses. We do not countenance any abuse, especially under this new administration, where you have to face up to any wrongdoing that you will do. If you do something wrong now, the full force of the law will be placed against you. So ang kwan is hindi ho natin kinukonsinti ang mga abuses na yan. And gaya ho ng isang guidance ni Secretary Gasmin ngayon, ang sabi niya, I'd like the best of our AFP to be assigned to the ROTC units so that the youth will look up to these role models. So, hindi kagaya nung araw po, except for some. Like UP, for example, usually the best commandants, the best tactical officers are assigned. And then, of course, the other leading schools. Pero yung ibang assignment, parang just to assign some people there and fill up the positions. Kaya hindi maganda ang lumalabas. Ngayon na mas konti na po ang ating population na nagte-take up ng ROTC in recognition of different difficulties that the Filipino family is facing. And then, of course, we have to strike a balance between the need of the country itself and the aspirations or the difficulties of the population. Lahat po yan kinikilala ng department. Kaya nga ho, naglagay kami ngayon ng feedback mechanism para yung ating mga
Trainers,
mga trainers, and even those who are going to be subjected to the training will put in their suggestions kung paano natin mapapaganda yung ROTC program and make it attractive so that we eventually reach the objective of keeping a satisfactory number of enrollees in the ROTC and therefore ensure that we are always able to have a reserve force of sufficient number that we can deploy if and when the country needs it.
Mr. Secretary, yung ating mga universities and ating iba pang mga civic organizations can also tap young people to help in times of crisis. My example is nung panahon ng Ondoy at Pepeng, yung mga kabataan nagpunta ng relief centers, tumulong, even without the coordination sa mga ROTC units. In the last elections, during the campaign period, marami din naman ng mga kabataan nag-volunteer.
Hindi sa ROTC, kanyo?
Pero may CWTS sila,
may
LTS. So they are also exposed to those kind of situation. Kailangan lang siguro i-organize ng maayos and have a semblance of organization and system. Kasi since 2002, nung talagang nagkaroon ng NSTP up to now, more than 1 million ng reserve natin eh. Kung 100,000.
Yung civic-mindedness at saka yung esprit de corps, kung tawagin, which you find in a military organization, which makes it for disaster, a good functioning unit. Kung meron kang functioning with military spirit, that's a good chunk of humanity or citizenship, no ha?
Nandiyan naman kasi yan eh.
Makukuha yan sa ibang training, sabi niyo.
Yeah, and at the same time, complemented with the other elements like ROTC, tsaka yung synergy niyan, dapat siguro yun ang pagtunan dahil pwede natin i-organize na maayos yan.
We'll take a short break. Ito po ang equilibrium sa katanang militar o hindi man militar. Ayan po ang katanungan. Kailangan po ba natin ng ROTC training para sa ating mga kabataan? Ano po palagay ninyo?
Well, importante ang magkaroon ng ROTC training, some kind of a military training, ano. Pero the issue of whether it should be mandatory or not, ibang usapin, no. To make it more attractive to the youth, well, kailangan sigurong merong tayong steps or measures para dyan.
Congressman, kayo?
Well, para sa atin, hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi ka nag-ROTC ay ayaw mo nang mag-contribute sa nation building or tumulong sa komunidad.
Yung spirit at character of military.
Iyan ang gusto nating i-assert na pwede mo makuha itong spirit na ito, itong values na ito, yung pagiging bahagi ng isang organisasyon sa iba pang mga institusyon sa loob ng universidad. So, mga student organizations, through academic courses, programs, ibig sabihin, may opportunities ang mga kabataan na maglingkod sa community, pero hindi sa ROTC.
Hindi through a military or semi-military training, no?
Kami naman ho ay kumikilala sa ibang adik ng ating ibang institutions. Ang gusto lang natin ay for as long as merong tayong force that will be deployable at any time when the country needs it, then we should follow that course. Kaya ang tinitignan po namin ngayon na pinagtutuunan namin ng pansin ay kung paano natin magiging attractive ang ROTC program para mas madami ang ating enrollees sa ating programa.
Maraming salamat at patuloy ang pagtatalo marahil kung tumpak at kinakailangan ba yung military spirit which we generate in an ROTC training in order that the citizenry will be prepared for challenges to the safety, the health, and perhaps the existence of the nation. Kung mapapagiraw